Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name's Jude, my pronouns are they, them, and welcome to Tea with Jude. Today we're going to talk about my tea basket. Lately I've been using this, and I put in it just things I want to be drinking up. I know some people do this weekly, some people do this monthly. I'm kind of just doing it as it happens. So when I get through most of these, I will do another one. So let's get to it, shall we? This is being recorded on the day before Valentine's Day. And I have actually been using this basket as it is for a couple of days. So the first thing is I'm trying to drink up this Harney & Sons Valentine's blend. It smells really good. Really, really good. It smells like chocolate. And you can see inside it has like flowery bits. Sorry, it has flowery bits and it tastes like a truffle kind of, with like a little bit of, yeah, I guess it is flowery, like a little bit of that floral undertow. And it definitely, I mean, this was the tea I think of when I think Valentine's Day tea. Very good. Also like Harney because they're pretty moderately priced, and they have free shipping. I don't know why. I can have a huge order, and then if they're like, well, you're gonna need to pay $3 in shipping, half the time I'll be like, forget that, I'm gonna get it somewhere else or do something else. And I know it costs money to ship things, and I'm trying to get better about it. But when a company offers free shipping, I appreciate it. And yes, I understand it gets built into the price, and I'd honestly rather, I'd rather have it be that way. And part of that is because you never know what shipping is gonna be, right? Like, different places charge different amounts, and you know, if you live in Florida and the tea company is in Texas, it's gonna cost you different than if you live in Arizona, right? So I don't like putting these things into my cart and then seeing, oh, shipping is this. I get a little less fussy when they're like flat shipping, or even some of those places that are like, you know, if you spend up to this amount, you get free shipping, like you get free shipping after that, or shipping is $5 for between X amount of product. Like, you know, if you spend $20, shipping is this. Yeah, I know. So then we have, I'm sticking with the Valentine one and not wanting the flavor to fade. This is that Tea Fiori white tea with rose that I got in my Subspi box last month. I'll probably drink some tomorrow. And then, I'm sorry, as I've said before, I have children. They make lots of noise. Lots and lots of noise. So, anyway, this next one is August Uncommon Teas. This is leather bound. It says rich organic black tea with dark cocoa and caraway. And on the back, they're like, tastes like butter, pumpernickel, molasses, semi-sweet chocolate, Guinness. Feels like morning in an old library. I like the smell of caraway. I got a bunch of these August Uncommon Teas, like sample sizes or whatever it is, you know, like these supposedly make 4 cups. I'm discovering that I seem to like my tea stronger than a lot of people because I often do not get the amount that it's shown, like that it says. So anyway, when I drank this a few days ago, very suddenly I wanted to have Reuben. That's what it is. I wanted to have a Reuben sandwich. I don't know if you'll be able to see anything in here or not. Let's see if I can. I don't want to really pour it out. Anyway, what does this have in it? This has an organic Assam tea, cacao shell, caraway, and flavoring. I don't really taste chocolate in this, or cacao. I think it's very subtle, if at all, but I don't mind that. So yeah, I ordered a bunch of August Uncommon Teas 2 years ago, I think. So I'm trying to drink through them. Thing is like, I get in this habit of just drinking new teas or ordering new tea and then drinking only my old favorites. So, yeah. And this was from my Sips by box. It was already open. I figure since I have another packet, I'm gonna go ahead and drink through that. Of course it wasn't open when I got the box, but yeah. Pinhead Gunpowder Tea. This is from Simple Loose Leaf. It's a Chinese tea rolled into pellets. It's been around here a while. And it does not have, it's, you know, the light can get in and that can make the flavor fade. So it was in a cupboard, and then I'm short. So I'm 5'2", but my arms are short, proportionally, and my torso is weird. It's not proportioned correctly. So what that means is that I have a heck of a time with getting into the upper cupboards unless I get I drag, even our little stool doesn't really work. I have to drag the ladder over, or pick up Merrick and have him open the thing for me, and I use tongs to get things out of there. So anyway, that was not a good place for my tea. That was making it so that I did not drink as much. I figured that out. And so I've moved them. Some are in drawers, some are, it doesn't matter, but I've got more that are exposed to light now. And I'm gonna find a place for them that isn't so much, but for now, I want to drink through stuff that is in a clear bag. At least that one has a, so like if it has a solid here. So if I were to lay it down like this, that would help. This one is Raspberry Linzer. It says H, it's wrong. For a while, this is how I was marking all my teas. I'd put the title across the top, and then H, G, you know, B, whatever. This is not an herbal. The reason I put that is because it had rooibos in it, but the number one ingredient is black tea. So it's black tea, green rooibos, honeybush tea, raspberry pieces, cocoa peel, cinnamon, blackberry leaves, flavor essences. And this one says love and gratitude. I guess that Plum Deluxe had to stop putting love and gratitude because it's not an ingredient in it, and you know. So anyway, but this one has it. So that was a fairly recent development. That is what I heard. I could be wrong. Like this one is Tranquil Peach Herbal Tea. It's a sample from them. It's got rooibos, apple pieces, pineapple pieces, rose hips, chamomile, lemon verbena, calendula, blue cornflower, peach, and pineapple essence. So I picked out, this one's a full moon chai. I like this chai. It says, enjoy a delicious transformation. It's black tea, cardamom, ginger, clove, cinnamon, vanilla butternut extract. Sorry. Steep 1 teaspoon in boiling for 5 to 6 minutes. Has caffeine. Yeah, so I have lots of samples from them, and Harney has sent me a lot of tea bags from them that are samples. And then I also like Bird and Blend or whatever. Yeah, anyway, I have a lot of samples and I'm trying to work through them. Yeah, not always the best of that. This one I have been drinking on quite some time, and I'm almost done. So look for it in my TMTs thing. Gosh, this smells good. Anyway, this is Harney & Sons Milky Oolong. This is a good, solid oolong that doesn't let me down. I try to have this one in stock, although I have to look through my collection and see what I have, because I think I have a lot of other oolongs right now. Well, not as many as like black tea, because anyway, but I think that I will put this on a list for a later purchase rather than repurchasing it right away. That is not anything against the company or the tea. It is purely a matter of me looking at my tea and realizing it was ridiculous again the other day. When I looked, I was sending pictures of it to extended family, And I was like, oh my gosh, I have a lot of tea. So, and I know a lot of people have more than I do. But for me, it's a lot of tea, especially since most of the family doesn't drink other tea, doesn't drink tea on a regular basis. Because, like, if you have a tea drinking family, and I always kind of envy people who do, but if you're in a tea drinking family, then, you know, having a lot of tea, I mean, you would probably go through, you know, one sitting would take that or whatever. But if it's just you, then not so much. Eric has tea from time to time. Yeah, so this is not the, so because this is the bottom of the tin, right? It's not the best of them. However, this is their oolong, their milky oolong. And I'm gonna finish that up. So, and I have one more sample. So this is Blood Orange Reflection Tea. Rich with flavor but simple. A tea for fresh starts, journeys, and new beginnings. This is hibiscus and rose hips, orange peels, orange essence, and love and gratitude. So here's my thing with herbal samples, is that normally for me, a lot of especially a lot of fruity ones, I usually prefer them as sorry, I usually prefer them as an iced tea, and I like to cold steep them, so it takes like twice as much tea. Or combining two teas together. I had one recently that I did that with, but it wasn't herbal, now that I think about it. But, so, when I get a sample, it often will just sit there, because I tend to drink them, like I said, not really hot as much. Orange, because it was, so, when I was little, my parents had separated, and my dad, my mom lived in the Seattle area, and my dad went back to where we had lived prior when, when he was in the military, and moved back to Maryland. He was not in the military then, that's just where we lived when, anyway. Yeah, and so there was we stayed with a family while I was there, because he lived in a house with a bunch of dudes and he had to work, and you know, you just never know. But also my dad's Mormon, and leaving me alone with a bunch of guys wouldn't have looked good. That sounds wrong, but you know what I mean. Like, it just isn't good there. So there was a family we stayed with. Actually, their dad, the dad in that family was not there. He was doing work. I can't remember if it was in the military or just the government. I don't know, but they had a daughter, but he was not there. They had not seen him in a long time. They had a daughter. His name was Meadow, and she did tea with me, I think almost every afternoon, and that was where I fell in love with orange spice tea. And so for me, orange teas, yes, sometimes I do. I'm more likely to do them warm than I am other fruity teas. yeah, so that's this tea basket. Some of this is really low. It'll probably be a week or two and I'll put more in. Sometimes because I've been doing this for quite some time, sometimes when I'm doing it, I have, I really focus on the basket, and other times it's like, well, yeah, that's stuff I want to be reminded that I want to drink up, but not that I'm really required to drink up. Yeah. So sometimes I just change it out, sometimes I only have a tea basket that's there for a few days and then I'll change it out a little bit. Sometimes I have a tea basket that I really, really work on, and that's what I'm trying to do with these. So I'll probably want most of them to be gone before I change it up. Anyway, so that is my tea basket. Do you keep a tea basket? You wanna tell me about it? How often do you change yours up? That one I know some people have talked about weekly. Again, I think that's gotta be something where you have a family that drinks a lot of tea. Because even if I drank like 5 cups of tea a day, that still would not get me through a lot in my basket very fast. So, coming to watch the video, and if you like what you see, if you could hit the thumbs up and subscribe, I'd appreciate it. Leave a comment, how do you choose what you're going to drink? Do you just do it randomly? Do you have a tea basket? How is it for you? Let me know. Talk to you later. Bye.